People don't understand crashes. Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh. So, this one is just a kind of PSA, not this type of PSA, more so like an announcement. On this channel, we sometimes talk about the risks of maybe this card will go down. Maybe this will happen, maybe this will retrace, maybe this will correct. All of these types of risks in these speculative markets can absolutely happen, and you should always try to hedge yourself against them, be prepared for them. That is what makes you a better investor/speculator, or even collector, because if you don't overpay for cards, you can buy more of them. So sometimes we'll get some type of news or a rumor and I'll say, well, this might, decrease the price. And when we are talking about a card of 20,000 and I say the price might crash, I suddenly get all of these very bitter, cynical comments going, oh yeah, finally, because then I'll buy it. Oh yeah, finally, I really wanted this for my deck. Oh yeah, I really want the price to crash, because then I'll buy a bunch. I'm starting to feel like people don't understand what the word crash means. If a card goes from 20,000 to 10,000, that is still a crash. But if you do not have 10,000, you are still not gonna buy that card. When we talk about a crash, a card of 5 figures won't suddenly be 3 figures. It is still gonna be well out of reach. And that is like a very important concept to understand. Now, again, you might actually have, apocalypse types of scenarios where such things truly go too close to zero. But betting on that is extremely foolish. If you have a card that is truly rare, truly old, truly mint, best of the best, and it's currently, actual 5 figures, and I talk about a crash, that doesn't mean that with your 50 bucks in your back pocket, you're suddenly going to be able to buy it. If you're currently priced out of that card, the crash won't price you in. Trust me. So be aware of that. If you're currently truly waiting for 95% off, I don't know. That's pretty fucking foolish. Again, I'm not really much of a bull in the short term. Things can go everywhere. I'm more of a bull in the long term. I'm more skeptical in the short term, which is a healthy thing in my opinion. So when I talk about, your downsides risks, some people are thinking, oh, great, we're going to see apocalypse and I'll be able to buy all of this. No. A 50% decline is a crash, but it doesn't put any of the good stuff in range of, money in the back of my pocket. That isn't gonna happen. If you saw the 300 pop video I made on DDS. And again, that was a rumor. I clearly stated that was a rumor 30,000 times and people were still going mad. If you then said, cool, no. First of all, 300 isn't a lot. It's a lot as in your pop of your PSA 10s and 9s and so forth would go up. But it's not enough to turn a Grail collectible into a low-end card to put into your deck. That is just not gonna happen, ever. That's not even in the realm of possibility, in my opinion. Unless you're balling so much that you're actually putting $5,000 cards into your deck, in which case, go ahead. You're gonna crack those $5,000 DDSs. I don't even think that it's going that low, but whatever, it's possible. I'm always gonna be skeptical about high prices. It's just that, man, if you think that a crash is that going to zero scenario where all the collectors will have all the cards and all these evil investors, they're gonna liquidate all of their cards and they're all gonna go to zero and finally only the true people will be left? No. Bear markets, crashes, recessions, whatever you want to call it, is not a going to zero type of scenario. And again, that's possible. If we suddenly have a nuclear world war, certainly cards will be the least of your priorities. But this black and white doomsday where, oh yeah, crash totally means that you'll suddenly get this card for $5. No, not at all. Not in a million years. Unless, well, maybe in a million years if everyone has forgotten Yu-Gi-Oh. Actually, at which point this might be a proper ancient artifact. Anyway, bullshit aside, I like healthy skepticism. But this hope for carnage and people getting destroyed financially, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. DDS Blue Eyes won't suddenly be $100, no matter how much you hope it may. Again, unless it's beaten up and eaten by a dog. The only cards that can actually become paperweights again, in my opinion, is the modern ones. But all these types of cards, no matter how much you hope that there's gonna be people completely destroyed, I don't see that happening. We can see declines. I talk about that all the time. But these doomsday scenarios some people are, sadistically hoping for, I would stop waiting right now. Hope you found this interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.